changed my damn life.
It already has. And you
Wait,
don't even have
so it
it
doesn't
yet.
go down the drain?
Yeah, or clutter up the sink, you know,
Yeah.
get your whiskers everywhere.
Yeah,
Whiskers.
Kat tried to buy me that thing, and I told her no.
Yeah.
And the reason was because our whole piping got backed up.
Yeah.
And it turns out that she was flushing paper towels down the toilet.
Well, you
Oh
don't,
my God.
You don't do that. You don't flush these.
She's like, oh, I have thrown a few of those down the toilet. I'm like, a few? You think
Yeah.
my beard hairs is
Yeah.
blocking the shit
I have
out?
had to since owning a home again, because we went a good 10-year period of time in an ancient house that had shitty pipes made
Yeah.
of clay. But now that we're in our own home again,
Yeah.
I've had to give my wife and children several lists of things that don't go in toilets
Yeah.
or down, coffee down the garbage disposal was a shocker to all three of them. So,
I
we don't really drink coffee,
I
but yeah.
dated a girl who used to throw Q-tips down the toilet.
yep.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
I've
Which
had
just,
to.
and I had to just say, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?"
Well, and at my restaurant, I have people flushing all kinds of shit down the toilet.
Like
that-
hypodermic.
I've had that a couple times.
We had to have a guy come and flush it out. I mean, go through the top of the roof, down
Yeah.
the drain like that, and he just goes, God damn!
there is a program you can get through Salt Lake City that for $6.99 a month you will actually have the ability to call somebody to come out and clear out your main line anytime.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
And I have paid
Oh,
for that.
may do that.
It's normally closer to $20 a month, but the city actually subsidizes the majority of it because
Oh.
it keeps the actual plumbing of Salt Lake City.
I may
alive.
do
So,
that. Another one that people don't realize is well, you don't have this problem, Leigh, fat.
yeah,
Some
you're not
people
supposed to flush.
pour fat down their
Yeah,
drain.
I still,
Oh, yeah.
I still
grease,
cook with
too.
oil, but
Yeah.
with animal fat, it congeals faster. Animal fat has a burning threshold of about 160 degrees, so it congeals. It actually sets in your pipes almost immediately when
Oh,
you
yeah.
flush it. Whereas
Ugh.
like coconut and peanut oil, that's almost 300 degrees before it scorches. So you can pour that down the drain and it will never set. So
I try to get my main line cleaned out at least 2 or 3 times
Try.
a week.
get those pipes cleaned.
Well, it's
What about
important.
your pipes?
It's important.
Town needs an enema.
It's for your health.
Oh, you get
For your health.
We're one of the few restaurants in Salt Lake City that is not legally required to have a lovely little device called a grease trap. So any restaurant that has a fryer of any kind has to have a grease trap, which is something that all of the grease waste in the restaurant goes to, and you have to pay somebody to come out and clean it and dump it. That's why so many people love those people that have the cars that run off fryer oil, because you walk up and say, "Hey, I'll clear out 15 gallons of your fryer oil for you." That's 15 gallons they don't have to pay for.
It sounds like a good Friday night.
See, Shannon, you reminded me of one of the greatest Chris Elliott lines of any movie in cinema is, "These pipes are clean."
See how this grease talk just reminded me of The Simpsons.
That's Willie's retirement grease.
It's a great episode.
The grease episode's
There's
so
no
good.
There's no grease trap on him. He's Lee George Cade.
There is no grease trap on me. No, sir. And people say, you don't have any fat in your diet. That's not true. There's a lot of fat in my diet. I eat peanuts constantly. I'm addicted to peanuts. I love peanuts, almonds, cashews.
See, cashews.
I like a raw cashew.
My brother showed me a little trick that I don't like roasted cashews from the store,
Yeah.
but my brother showed me a little trick on roasting cashews at home. It's a whole different experience.
Oh, really?
And it's like pan frying popcorn.
Oh,
Everybody gets a
okay.
popcorn maker, and you're like, "Oh, I got this shitty popcorn maker." Do it in a pan with peanut oil. You'll a life-changing experience. So,
All right.
anyway,
Does the cashew pop?
no, I'm talking about popcorn.
Oh.
I did talk about popcorn
I had one
and
of those.
cashews.
I had one of those stovetop
Yeah.
popcorn things, and you stir the thing.
I have a
Best damn popcorn. I had it for dinner almost every night.
I have a 2-quart frying pan with a lid on it, and you put like 2 tablespoons of peanut oil and a 1/4 cup of popcorn in there. Put it on medium-high heat and just kind of shake it a little bit as you're going. You will not have a single unpopped kernel.
How did the cashews fit into this?
It's a different story.
All right.
Oh.
Well, now I got to tell you about my dad's corn nut recipe.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wait. Corn nuts?
Yes.
Ooh.
He used to make these for trick-or-treaters on Halloween, and we were the most popular house in town.
I bet you were.
He would get the corn after it had dried up.
Okay.
Cobs of corn, and it's hard, and it's like indented in, and
Yeah.
it dried corn.
Right.
And he would get out the black frying pan with some oil in there.
You get the
and
cast iron's the only thing that can handle that kind of heat.
Exactly, and just stir it, and those kernels would then kind of grow a little bit and round. They'd get round
Puff
and
up.
brown and puff up,
I got some of that corn in my fridge right now.
Yeah, and then you just sprinkle the salt on there, and you're set.
Any seasoning mix. The same thing also if you decide to do the pan popcorn, put your salt in the oil. Don't wait to salt it afterwards. So it actually cooks the salt into the
Guys,
popcorn.
this is some good stuff.
I know, right?
Well, it's
Well, in a corn chat.
We've talked about home repair,
something else that'll change your
What the
life.
fuck's going on?
corn.
You
Hey,
wanna-
I've got a fun little hack to make your mascara last all day.
Here we go. Who wore it better?
keep it in the fridge.
So
You can come visit me at Frisch Eatery, 145 East, 1300 South, Suite 201. We're open Monday through Friday. You can also get our phenomenally popular jerky. It's available online. You can also pick it up here in Salt Lake City at Watchtower Cafe or at my restaurant. You can order it online by the case. I'll waive shipping on that. If you're in Denver, you can stop by Nooch. You can go to Austin. They have Rabbit Food Grocery. There's also the Island Grocery or Island Market in Logan. And, seriously, Logan, thank you so much for your support there. And in Portland, Oregon, Food Fight Grocery, great little shop. I love them because they have a sign on the door that says, "Do not overestimate your value as a customer." Words to live by, boys and girls.
interesting.
Yeah.
Overestimate. I like that.
Do not overestimate your value as a customer. In other words, don't be an
Interesting.
uppity fuck.
Yeah.
You're just another dollar bill.
Awesome. All right.
An uppity fuck.
An uppity fuck.
Okay.
Look here now, you uppity fuck.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
He is not an uppity fuck. He is Jimmy Martin.
I do my best not to be an uppity fuck. I hope. Watch me on KSL. Let's see. Big Movie Mouth Off. Still going strong. Arrow, Geek Show, Mediocre Show, and you can read me in Slug. But yeah. No interviews this week. Next week we got some more coming.
You can
Next
interview.
week
Because there's no movies.
No, there's movies coming out now. We got
Yeah.
movies now because now
Oh.
this week was it, and the Lego Ninjago movie's coming.
Ninjago.
In interviews to come.
Mhm.
I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit in one of those interviews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna say which one?
Jackie Chan.
Oh,
cool.
Jackie Chan.
Got to ask him about Super Cop.
Super Cop Police Story 2, one of the
Yeah,
greatest fight
Police
scenes on
Story 2.
on a playground. Fucking Plan A, you've got Meals on Wheels.
Is he alone?
It's with Dave Franco, but Dave Franco, I've interviewed him twice. He's a great interview.
Okay.
Bet you're gonna tell him, shut the fuck up.
I'm like,
not talking.
I've interviewed you twice, Dave. Shut up.
There's that.
Jackie.
There's that cut scene. There's that cut scene in Super Cop 2 where the guy falls from the top of the warehouse.
Super Cop 2.
Or is that Super Cop 3? Or is that Police Story 2?
Police Story 3 is Super Cop.
Okay, so one of those, it's either Police Story 3 or Super Cop 2. There's a fight scene where a guy gets kicked off of a warehouse and he falls through a glass onto a table, and
Yeah.
then they show in the cut scenes where they always show the people getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I like
You
to
realize-
show that, dude, because they're fucking
Yeah.
risking their lives
You
for
realize
entertainment.
this dude fell 45 feet flat on his back, and they're like, and they all go, "Ooh!"
I think it's either Plan A, I think it's called Plan A, or Meals on Wheels is where Jackie Chan was jumping from a tree to a fence or vice versa, and he hit his head on the back of it. His fucking brain is almost like coming out of his fucking
Yep.
head. And they're sitting there holding him, and he's like, I'll be fine. And then there's Rumble in the Bronx. That's a great film, too, where he broke his foot. so
Yeah.
They put a fucking spandex over his cast.
Yeah, it looks like he's like
That
he's
dude-
got
that
like
happened-
one giant tennis shoe.
That
Yeah.
had happened a couple times. There's another one where he's water skiing behind a hydro, one of those land
Is that Operation
hovercraft.
Condor?
Yeah.
How
And-
is he still walking?
It's
How does Jimmy know all this stuff?
He loves Jackie
dude,
Chan.
I
guess
I
so.
did
I
not
found
know.
this out
I
the
did
other
not
day.
know you were such a Hong Kong cinema freak.
No.
Yeah.
My aunt is from Beijing, and she would go to China and bring back all these movies that were never released in
dude.
America, and I would just sit there and watch them. Some of them did have fucking subtitles and just watch the fight
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah.
Like, oh no, like I'm gonna lose my shit. I told my Warner Brothers rep, I go, there's one character in the Lego Ninjago movie. If he's there, I'm gonna lose it. And she goes, who? I go, Jackie Chan. She goes, yeah, he's gonna be there. I go, oh. I really seriously might tell Dave Franco, we're not talking.
Drunken
You just sit
Master.
there and be quiet.
Drunken Master's like one of his.
Oh,
no, Drunken Master 2 is the shit. The Legend
Yeah,
of
the
Drunken
part
Master.
two
Okay.
is the good
We're having a party.
Oh shit, man! I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. I've got them like at my house back in Atlanta. Like all the VHS are bootlegged as fuck.
If only we knew someone with a gigantic TV.
Oh.
You
You
need,
need a VCR.
you need to talk. You need to talk to him about the Jackie Chan Adventures cartoon that he did.
No.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Well, that was good. I liked that.
Yeah, good subjective.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about the tuxedo. We're not gonna talk
No?
about that. No,
No.
Shanghai Nights.
No.
No. Just as Hong Kong
No.
shit.
It's a good cartoon.
He's our own drunken master.
Hey.
He's Shannon Barnson.
That's gone.
All right. How are you?
Yeah.
You good? You all right?
You know,
Good place? All right.
living the dream,
Oh, good.
changing the world one little freak at a time.
You changed my world. These are amazing.
Those are pretty cool.
Dude,
We bought what are they called? Pint-sized
Yeah.
heroes. I bought
They're Funko.
Carrie the Funko. They're blind packs.
Yeah.
About Kerry, what,
They're
6
just-
of them for,
yeah, they're
for
just-
his birthday?
They're like 1 inch tall. And
$3.99 at Dr.
They're like
Volt's.
they're like really cool Fisher Price little people.
yeah.
They get the little peg bodies and
And it,
Kerry gave me the Doc Brown one.
yeah, it was a birthday miracle.
Yes.
Not one repeat.
Not one repeat.
And they're all good, too.
Yeah, and I got the one I really
Yeah.
wanted, Robbie the Robot.
He got a really cute little
Spock.
spot.
Spock looks really perplexed.
He got a really, he
It's
got
like
a,
Kirk's banging some green chick somewhere, and that's
he got a really cute little Neo.
Zoidberg.
He got Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
He got him a Borg. And the one he really wanted,
Robbie the Robot.
Robbie the Robot.
so. Considering Funko's licensing reach right now, these need to be successful because I need Mad Max versions of these
Oh,
really
yeah.
badly,
Yes.
really, really badly.
I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff, too.
yeah.
Well, this kind of collection doesn't take up a lot of space in your house.
No,
either.
it doesn't.
It's
that's,
cheap.
That's
And a little-
That's your cubicle at work desktop.
And,
stuff.
and a little sticky tack, well, poster tack. You can put that right on there, and they won't fall over.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Oh, you know what else you could do?
What's that?
Come to Lucky 13. Wednesday nights. Get there at 8. We'll start at 8:30 if I show up on time, which I usually do. Right on the skin of our teeth, huh?
I took a lift the other day and mentioned your pub quiz, and the guy goes, Lucky 13 makes a goddamn good burger.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
My pub quiz, me, Brian Young. It's fun. It's pretty fun. Like, it's fun, right?
Yeah. If I said no, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Brian's kind of my straight man, and I
Yeah.
fuck with the crowd, and it's fantastic.
What are you
Tell
gonna
people
do?
to shut the fuck up.
What are you gonna do if
I do tell people to shut the fuck up.
What are you gonna do if
Stop yelling out the fucking answer.
what are you gonna do if 1970s Kurt Russell shows up and he's gonna be like, "I'm the computer that wore tennis shoes. I'm here to beat Egg Foo."
No.
He'll lose.
He'd probably lose.
You think?
Yeah.
Is Egg Foo the computer that wore tennis shoes?
I think he is.
He's the modern day computer that wears
Well,
tennis shoes.
He's a human that wore a computer.
The computer that wore
He's the computer that wears an egg.
the computer that wore tennis shoes only has information up to the inception of the movie.
That's true.
So he's got 30-year gap.
Well, but you also realize that obviously he understands time travel, and he may have used that ability to go into the future and read up on things that haven't happened yet.
Now,
So now we have to kill him.
Egg does
Damn
not
it.
win every week.
Just most.
He wins quite frequently.
He won by himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. He needs to get a beard bib.
Well, that would imply that I'm cutting it.
Oh, okay.
You
Never
never
mind.
trim it up?
I would say
Just
his
once in a while.
I'd say at
trim
this
it
point
up.
his beard acts as a bib.
His beard is a bib.
You're not wrong.
He's quad T. He's too tall Tony.
Hey.
He's the producer and designated driver of the program.
Check me out on Twitter at Quad T Tony, right here on the Geek Show or on the Gadget Spot with the Excitable James. That's him. Woo. Jaron and Owen, where we talk about tech, gadgets, and video games.
What's your Beard's Twitter handle?
Yeah. What's,
I need to get him one, don't I?
Tony's
listen,
Wait, did you
Quad
just say
T's
get
beard.
him one? Are you now referring to him as a him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your beard has
It's a male beard.
What's your name, your beard?
Oh, let's name his beard right now.
Okay, go for it.
I'd
What
say-
do you got for me?
Thrakazar.
Oh, I like that.
Thrakazar is a good name for a beard.
Thrakazar.
I
the
named mine
beard.
years ago.
What's yours?
The Stingray.
I think I'm going to go Thrakazar.
All right. Thrakazar, the beard hammer.
Stingray.
And we got a host.
Oh,
we got a host.
hi. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10, x96.com. Or
Kerry Jackson.
If you're near my frequency, 96.3.
What's your body hair's name?
Baldy,
Absolutely.
Oh!
because I'm clean.
Oh!
Wax.
She named it after the eunuch on Game of Thrones.
It calls it the Lord Varys.
Lord Varys. Because I'm clean from all
Wow.
the way.
What if we
the
all
way.
just didn't shave for like 6 months?
Done.
You?
You can go ahead and do
could-
it.
I
You?
couldn't do it.
You? He's like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
He'll shave and it'll immediately pop
yeah.
right out, you know?
I hate it because shaving is actually one of my pet peeves, and Kat says I should just grow a beard out, but I just on KSL I think it's weird. The
Yeah,
only guy
for
who's
the
got the beard
TV.
is the sports guy.
I,
and I'm like, "Matt,
yeah, in food service, I can't grow a long
Yeah,
beard.
for the
And
TV it would be.
my,
he
my,
does have a good mustache though.
my beard grows slowly,
Yeah.
but the hairs are as thick as pencil leads. So
Yeah.
it's like I could literally scour pans with my beard.
Well, now, it opened last week.
What did?
It.
Oh.
And,
I heard diaper
What are you,
sales went through the
fucking
roof.
Abbott and Costello over there?
and here's the thing is that,
Depends for movies.
yeah, it's
Sponsored on it.
it's doing well at the box office, but you know who's not doing well?
Tim Curry.
No,
Oh.
the World Clown Association.
They fucking bugged.
They've had a rough go over the last few
They
years.
said last year we were really blindsided, said Pam Moody, who's the
Yeah.
president of the World Clown Association.
If all 50 would get out of that fucking car and talk,
It was, you
What
know,
happened last year?
all those sightings. Remember all the clown sightings?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the scary clowns.
Yeah, it said, you know,
Oh, Florida.
we have created a press kit to prepare clowns for this movie. The guide, which is the World Clown Association stand on scary clowns,
Oh yeah, the WCA.
yes, reminds the WCA membership that the art of clown is something to be treasured and enjoyed, and that just because someone wears a rubber Halloween mask, that does not make them a clown.
Oh, exact. Clowning is in the blood.
The
blood
that they drink.
No, wait a second. Have they talked to clowns that were all the rage in Spain during the fascist rebellion in the 40s? I mean, because those clowns, they were pretty pressing.
Well-
Pagliacci, he's a murderous clown.
Well,
I was born a damn clown.
now it also goes on to say
Come here, kid.
that young children should not be exposed to horror movies. I would also add operas
Yeah.
to that.
well, I would also just say fucking rated R movies.
Yeah.
I would say
dumbass
that's an
parents.
individual decision that
Now-
parents need to make amongst themselves.
Now, Pam Moody, who is the president of the WCA,
It's so stupid.
her clown name,
Uh-huh.
she's Sparky the firefighter clown.
Hey, any
Asshole.
kid that's watched Dumbo is going to be terrified of a firefighter clown.
I think you'd be a firefighter clown named Sparky.
Sparky the firefighter clown teaches safety practices to thousands of grade school kids in Des Moines. Says children by instinct are leery of clowns, just as they are leery of
As most humans are, Sparky.
right? Just as leery as they are of Santa and the Easter Bunny.
Huh?
What? Yeah, but the difference is people warm up to Santa the Easter
But
Bunny.
that's her
Those
They're
guys
always
get-
like, fuck clowns.
Those guys give you gifts that you want.
No, see, that's her point, is that the mistake that people make with Easter Bunny, Santa, and clowns is the parents tend to push their kids toward them, and you've seen that with Santa.
yeah.
They fucking scream, and
That's true.
Those are like my favorite pictures when you see them on the internet. Kids
Terrified
crying.
kids.
On
There's, there's a picture of my daughter when she was 3 running off of Santa's lap.
Exactly. So, and she says that that's part of the problem, is that that's why people think clowns are scary,
Why are
is
they-
because of that.
No, it's
Why are
because they're
they-
scary.
Why are they letting her talk? I mean, last year's spokeswoman, Clammy, the safe sex clown, she...
They got weird names, don't they?
yeah, they really do.
Shouldn't Sparky be named like Foamy or something?
Yeah.
That puts fire out.
She's,
Oh, like retardant?
she,
Retarded the clown.
Hi, I'm retardant the clown. Fire's bad.
she,
clown name ever.
she started, she's been with the WCA since the original It.
Didn't they have to change their name when the Wildlife Class of America
I
came
don't know.
through?
She said it's.
Retarded the clown.
She said it is a science fiction character, not a clown.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with professional clowning.
Yeah.
It's not science fiction.
If you actually go
Sparky.
back to last week, the director actually kind of makes an apology to clowns in
I
the
would.
interview with
Those
them.
fuckers had it coming.
Well, she should, because it says here that the industry has taken a hit thanks to scary clowns. People who had school shows and library shows canceled
yeah,
because
clowns are creepy.
of
You
scary
dumb fuck.
clowns. We can't deliver our positive and important message to the public because of this.
Is it a powerful and positive message that 8 of you can fit in a Volkswagen?
And then she fucking squeaked her stupid nose.
The director actually said, he goes, it is not a real clown. He is a shapeshifter, and the reason he transforms into a clown is because it is supposed to be an appealing thing to children.
yeah.
They chose poorly.
Isn't American Horror Story doing clowns again this season too?
Yeah, he's back. Twisty is back.
I thought they were doing like, the election or something.
That too.
It's
It's
different
like
clown.
it's like a little bit from every previous episode. Is that they're throwing it in. The backlash has affected legit clowning world in other ways.
Well, and imagine with circuses closing down left and right. They don't have the
One-
job at the Walmart.
One World Clown. Listen to this. One World Clown Association member arrived early for a children's party recently, and waited outside in her parked car.
And she got shot.
She looked up.
A rival clown gang came
The reason
by.
that she
That's-
was in her car is because somebody called the cops.
Yeah,
She looks up, and there are 4 police officers surrounding her.
with
Someone
drawn
in the,
guns.
Someone in the neighborhood called in a clown sighting.
So
She was almost holding the heady clown.
the one thing we do need to realize, though, I mean, if there's one thing that those kids that are always trying to sell candy bars in the parking lots have taught me, is that if they don't if you don't have a way to make a living, you will turn to crime. So we maybe need to start hiring these clowns because we're going to get clown drug parties. We're
I
going to
say,
get
fuck that, build a wall.
yeah. We can the clown wall. We might end up with rival clown gangs. They're going to be fighting each other in the streets. Do you guys want this? Is this the America we want?
Kerry, didn't you recently work with a clown? Just at that.
Oh, you know, he showed up as I was leaving.
What was his name?
What was it? Twisty the Clown?
Twisty the Clown. He was doing pocket magic, and I was like, "Well, that's creepy as
Well,
fuck." I'm just hearing it on the radio.
Twisty does pocket magic. Details at 11.
Was it? No, it wasn't Twisty. What was it?
Twisty's from American
Twisty's
Horror
from
Story.
American Horror Story. I can't remember. Anyway,
I was
Something,
invited.
something the clown
Thuddo the Clown or
doing
something.
pocket magic.
Pocket
I was
That sounds
invited.
like jerking off. To
I
you.
was
no
invited by
pockets.
a clown college when I was doing radio. My co-host and I were invited to attend 3 days of clown college, and our PD tried to make us go and do it, and we're like, no, I'm not going to go watch a bunch of people do clowning. We're like, oh, it'll be great. It'll be great radio. It's like me crying for 4 hours every morning. It's going to be great radio. No, it's not happening.
Well, and this is another clown character. Well, he does wear white face paint. The Crow. He's a clown, right?
Yeah.
He's a type
He's,
of
a-
clown.
Sure, fuck
he's
it.
like a sad clown.
Let's go with it.
He's a goth clown.
Yeah.
He goes to goth kid parties.
The
He's,
Crow.
he's hot topicy, the clown.
He's the one that goes by retardant,
Yeah.
the clown.
The Crow has been jumping around with rights issues and problems left and right about a reboot. They've been trying to do a reboot for about 10 years now.
But you don't need a reboot. You got the Edward Furlong one. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And too bad he didn't die halfway
Man,
through that.
Oh.
I heard
Yeah.
some great stories about him, like when they were filming this here.
Yeah, it was
shot
filmed
filming
in
it
Salt
here in
Lake.
Utah.
Yeah,
What a giant asshole he
Yeah.
was.
Complete
he's
asshole.
Cokie the clown, right?
Yeah.
Well, it has finally landed.
The Crow has landed?
at Sony,
Oh.
and so you're finally going to get
Oh.
That Crow movie I always
Finally.
wanted.
the Crow movie you wanted
Good.
because they say they're sticking closer to the original story.
Okay.
I got the Crow movie I wanted. The first one's great.
First one's
Did,
fine.
did,
I think it's fine.
are we still clamoring for that?
No.
Is this
No.
is this-
Somebody is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was fulfilled. That was good.
Is this kind of like all those people screaming for another Spawn movie?
I would like to see a reboot of The Crow 2 because Iggy Pop just didn't do it
That's
right.
true. There's one person screaming for a Spawn movie, and it's Todd
Tom
McFarlane.
McFarlane. Yeah.
He's the one who wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's screaming and crying for this. Maybe they could. I don't know.
I never
Again,
read
show me what you got.
the original one. Was it the first one not like that? Or-
The Crow comic?
yeah.
It's pretty close to the original
Yeah, I mean,
movie.
but we're talking about a property that peaked over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Would The Crow be as successful or infamous as it is without Brandon Lee dying?
No, I think it would have come out and
Think it would've
bombed.
just
And that would have been the
It
end
probably
of
would have bombed.
it. Yeah. Because it
liked it.
was an obscure. It was during that period of time where everybody was like, "Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is huge, so let's find other obscure indie comics and make things out of them."
And then it came out and it was #1 with a bullet.
Rude.
I think it would have been right up there with Dredd, with the Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd movie.
God,
You know?
I remember going to the theater and watching Dredd,
Yeah.
the first one, and like there was probably 3 people in there.
Yeah.
We're just like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
I think I watched it with you, Carrie, and we were like, "Fuck
I think
this."
some
What, Dredd or the Crow?
See, the
Dredd.
sad thing is,
Yeah.
fast forward 20 years, and I was in a theater with 3 people again watching the most recent Dread, and that movie's fucking
Screaming
great.
and yelling.
That's a good
Fuck
movie.
yes.
But guess where that show belonged on? That didn't belong in a movie theater. That should have been a
I
series.
disagree.
Well,
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you on the principle of the fact that I fucking love that movie,
Yeah.
and I watch it that movie and
You're gonna talk about the
Raid.
The Raid,
I
yeah.
watch the Raid and Dread together, back to back, 2-3 times a
Well,
year.
No.
Series.
They're working on a Dredd TV series right
with
now.
Carl Urban.
They're talking to
They're
him. He
talking
has not
What?
said
Urban,
yes. They-
for
yeah.
Netflix.
They're
I
not
hope
sure.
he does.
They're not sure whether it'll go forward or
Right.
not. They're working on it.
Oh,
so
you
Wouldn't
film.
that be I would be so happy.
that would be.
I love Judge Dredd, and I loved that.
There's
Judge Dredd
one
movie.
character that they could do on a series and do a slow build to fucking Judge Death. I will lose my goddamn mind.
Oh yeah.
See, I'll never forget being in that theater because like, you had such a sour taste in your mouth for the Stallone one. But he was on that motorcycle. He's chasing those guys. I think they're in a van or something.
Yeah.
It makes me want to
And-
watch it again.
And the fucking
So
homeless
good.
guy comes across the street and they just fucking nail him. And, like,
Yeah.
and, I was like, oh,
Yeah, they just
holy
death,
shit, they're
they
going
just,
for it.
They just death raced them.
Oh,
Yep.
so
Yep.
good.
Recycle.
All right, we got broken news coming up. After these messages, we'll be right back. All right, we're back.
Hey, look at us.
We got some Spider-Man stuff. And, Samuel Jackson stuff and some other stuff coming up, and movies and games, of course. But
Are we finally going to get our Rhino with Paul Giamatti? No? Nobody else is into this?
well,
Not the worst part in that movie.
Yes, it was.
you're the one who's heading the Spider-Man movie panel at the Comic-Con, so
I got to do my research.
You gotta
It's all
address
about Paul
that.
Giamatti.
yeah.
Ugh. That was awful.
Tony, do you think you could stick the letters jingle in here?
Oh,
in,
let me.
in
I
post
didn't know we were starting it right
in
now.
post production.
I can get it.
You can do it in
You want me
post
to-
if you'd like, but
But
you always
do it for
but I'll-
real.
but I'll
you always
forget.
forget.
I'll forget.
Would you like to write a note?
Yeah.
Right on his forehead.
Well,
James is thoroughly entertained by this exchange.
Oh, let's just pause for a second
so
so I can put
funny.
it in.
I can find it.
Because we have a okay. So
Start the clock.
let's
Don't start the clock.
let's pretend that
We can play it after. Play it after.
okay. Can you have it ready for after?
After what?
He's
After
playing
After
Mind
the letter.
After the
God
letter.
damn it.
He's playing
This
Minesweeper.
neck bitch.
Yeah.
I
After
can
we-
do it. Yeah, I can do it after the letter.
After we answer. I think
Okay.
we found the fix.
Okay,
There's-
there we go.
okay.
We'll do that.
This is from Corbin.
Corbin!
Hello.
Hey!
Corbin Dallas.
Thank you for letting me listen to Geek Show.
You're fucking welcome.
You
Wait,
guys,
do we allow people to listen?
we do. We allow it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to reach out to see if you or any other panelists have advice to help me out.
Oh shit.
I'm 25.
Leave her before she destroys your Transformers.
Well, I don't think Corbin has a
Caused
choice.
the divorce.
Corbin does not have a choice
Oh,
in this.
Okay.
I'm 25. I have a 9-month-old baby girl, and my wife decided to leave me back in May.
oh, God! I'm so sorry, Corbin.
Sorry.
So it seems as if she is moving on just fine. I still feel like I'm walking around with a gaping hole in my heart.
Oh god.
I'm having quite a rough time with it all. I know that most of you, I believe all of you, have gone through a divorce.
No.
Yeah, these two have not.
no.
Do you have any advice, wisdom, suggestions? I appreciate it. Love you guys.
Does he indicate who has the baby?
That's what I was
He
wondering
does
too.
not say.
Because where you proceed is going to be based off of whether or not you have a mutually beneficial custodial relationship with your ex. If you have full custody, partial custody, or just visitation, those are big factors in your life. If you have full custody, best thing for you to do right now is to focus on your daughter, because
Yes.
your daughter's how you're going to heal.
Exactly.
Because that's the good parts of your relationship are right there in that human being.
I would say don't start dating seriously.
No.
No.
No, have
quite
some
a
you
while.
time.
Have just some dating
Yeah.
frivolously.
Yeah.
Dating frivolously
Or
time.
I
Yeah.
took a 2-year time out. I had a really bad breakup when I was in
Yeah.
my early 20s, and I just stopped dating for a couple years.
Yeah.
And
I dated the hell out of it when I
it's
quotation marks dating.
Yeah.
you're a completely different person than you were when she left. And you are a definitely different person than when you two started dating to begin with. So you got to figure out who you are now, Corbin.
Well, and see,
Exactly.
Corbin, I if you had a time machine, I would just say to young Corbin, I say this to everyone. This is my rule. When they ask for advice, I say don't get married until you're 30.
I tell the kids at the Sev that.
I got
I did not follow that.
I got married. I got married when I was 18 to my first wife, and
I
that was
was-
a train wreck waiting to happen.
I was 20 with my first wife.
yeah.
I was
You-
27.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you have an idea of who you are.
27.
I married Rachel when I was 25,
26.
and I definitely had a better idea of who I was.
Yeah.
and,
I was
Yeah,
24.
exactly.
and she'd already moved in and grafted my soul to hers, so there was really no changing that.
I was like 30. I think I was like 32. And I was like, oh, god damn it, okay.
I'm worthless in this conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, married 11 years.
Yeah.
Got married at 24. Don't have kids.
So I would just say to him, all the stuff that Leigh was talking about with the kid, that's the
Yeah.
priority, and don't go looking for someone to replace.
No.
no.
Because my father made that mistake.
Yeah.
And it did not work out for him.
The number
So-
one single most important thing, and I know Jay would agree with me on this one, you have to build a relationship with your ex, though.
Yes.
Because at this point, you two are raising a child together, even
Yeah.
if you're not under the same roof.
Yes.
And you cannot, either one of you, so if this is advice I could give to your ex, too, you cannot at any time allow any kind of interpersonal politics between the two of you to affect
Nope.
your child.
Nope.
Because I have met a few people that managed to separate and raise great kids. Your child is on the line right now. Your kid, luckily, this happened when your child was still pretty young. and that's good.
Yeah, the kids are tougher than you give them credit
Yeah,
for.
but
Also
if
know
you're
that,
if you
yeah.
if your kid goes
Well,
through
she's
a
not going to know
divorce-
any different.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
be honest.
If your kid goes through a divorce at 6 or 7, that can be pretty traumatizing. They still are resilient and they'll bounce back. But the two of you are going to be disagreeing over how you raise your child for the rest of your lives. And
because I went through that too.
yeah, past college, it's going to be something that you're going to be dealing with as long as you, your ex, and your child are on this earth. The three of you are going to have disagreements over the way things are done. So you need to build that relationship, and that cannot involve your hurt feelings, your broken heart. That's not part of the equation. Your distrust of your ex right now is not part of how you two are raising your child.
Well, and I just want to say, just in general, a divorce, it's a loss. And loss sucks.
Yes.
As somebody who's experienced a fuck ton of loss.
Yes.
And it feels like you're never going to get over it. You feel terrible. You're depressed. You can't sleep at night. And it sucks. And I'm so sorry you're going through it, Corbin. But as someone who's, and I'll be honest, I'm just coming out of it right now. I really think so. Things will get better. Yeah, slightly better over time. And then one day you'll be mostly better. But it's always going to be
always
in
gonna
the
weigh
back of
on
your
you.
head, and it's going to be a bummer.
I've been divorced from my
But-
ex-wife for over 25 years, and there are still times when I go,
Sure. But yeah, Corbin, take it from me. You're going to be okay.
I jumped in way too early with my marriage. I didn't know who I was really.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Oh, I can't imagine being married at 20.
Yeah.
I can't believe I had a kid at 20.
Yeah.
I think back to that. I look at 20-year-olds. I was like, oh, Jesus.
I was divorced
I was
at 20.
responsible for
Yeah.
a fucking life.
Oh, I mean,
You
my
know?
parents, I always laugh because, I married at 24, which is still pretty young, but my mom was 18 and my dad was 21
Yeah.
when they got married. They're still married
Wow.
to this day.
Yeah.
And, but when I remember when I turned 18, I go, how did you do that,
Yeah.
Mom? Like, and then I looked at, and when I turned 21, I turned to my dad and go, how the hell did you do
Yeah.
this? Like, you're so irresponsible. You're 21, I can make mistakes.
My son's 21. He's a great kid, and he's responsible, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. And if he said he was marrying somebody tomorrow, I would be taking him out in the middle of the desert and having that long 3-day talk. So,
Oh, and I want to say one last thing to Corbin. Corbin, you can't do this on your own. You cannot get through this on your own. Do not try. If you're that upset about it, right? Lean on your friends. Lean on your family. And I strongly encourage you to go talk to a mental
Yes.
health professional.
definitely.
Absolutely.
There
get
is
some therapy.
there is no shame in that.
Absolutely not.
I've talked to many.
Everybody should
know?
have one.
I'm not trying to be rude at all. You said mental health professional. Is that the new term for a therapist?
Well,
Or-
well,
I've
there's
never
always
heard
a
that term before.
No,
therapist
because
or
there's
a
social workers, there's
counselors.
social workers, right?
Yeah.
Just
Counselors.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a mental health professional.
I drove my therapist absolutely apeshit when my ex-wife and I split because I couldn't work. I couldn't pull my. I remember my dad actually taking me to a county mental health place that had free counseling because I was broke. And that guy for 12 weeks, an hour a week for 12 weeks, just listened to me ramble. And there was just one day where this little light bulb went off over my head, and I said, "You know what? Yeah, it sucked. It was really shitty, and it's time to move on."
Yeah.
So
Well,
there's
there's
no stigma to that.
There's this weird shame about going to see a mental health
I think
professional.
that's
No.
bullshit.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, fuck, man, you break your leg, you're going to go to an
A doctor.
orthopedic surgeon.
Right.
Can't
Yeah.
see, you get your eyes checked.
Right, you go get your eyes checked.
You can't think. Go get your head checked.
If your brain is fucking with you, if your brain's broken, go see the doctor that can help you.
Then the other thing that I would recommend is don't sign anything.
No.
Yeah.
Get a lawyer.
And
Get a lawyer.
Get a good family law
Yep.
lawyer
And get some weed.
and some weed.
Oh, and one last gigantic piece of advice, going along with what you just said about don't go through this on your own. Also, keep in mind that your friends and family are on your side, which means that their advice is also on your side. So
It's not objective.
it's not objective.
Yeah.
And these are the exact words I heard from my best friend when my ex-wife and I separated. What a whore! What a bitch! What an asshole! I'm like, no, those are not the words we need to hear, especially when you got a kid there.
Yeah.
You two have got some work to do. So
Yes. All right.
Sorry, buddy.
There you go.
yeah,
Corbin. Sorry.
it's tough.
But you'll get
You'll-
through it.
You'll make it.
You're strong, and we're on your side.
Play it.
I got it.
Okay.
Letters. Sometimes we get letters, and then we answer them.
All right,
That was a jaunty ending to a very
Yeah.
serious answer to a
I guess we'll keep Tony's name on the logo.
Let's see now. You are doing the Spider-Man panel, Spider-Man movies specifically, panel for for Salt Lake
There's a
Comic
new
Con.
Spider-Man? I never knew that.
I know, right?
Not like my wife is obsessed with Tom Holland.
Exactly.
She's like freaky obsessed
Oh,
with
yeah.
him.
I give her shit all the time about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of uncomfortable, isn't it?
It's a little creepy.
Stop it. We've talked about you, Leigh. Knock it off.
All right.
He's of legal age, so fuck it.
All right. Well, the good news for this is the original screenwriters are coming back for the sequel,
Yeah.
which is being called Homecoming 2, but
That's
that won't
weird.
be the title.
He died in the end.
Yeah.
I believe
Spoilers, Jimmy!
they actually
Fuck
said
you!
it's Spider-Man Sadie Hawkins. It's girls prep.
So, it's Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are back to write the next one. So
Cool.
that's good news. Because I think they did just a fabulous job.
A bang-up job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and what did they have in Spider-Man that was been missing in some other superhero
A
properties?
good villain.
A good villain.
Yes. They
That
have
really
been,
wasn't the point, Peter.
now they have been writers and producers on American Dad,
Oh.
Community. McKenna wrote on the Mindy Project. Summers worked on Happy Endings, which was a show.
Fuck, I
The,
love that
the
show.
Mindy Project has some of the best dialogue.
Mhm.
It
And,
is crisp.
Also, Marry Me. They both worked on the Lego Batman movie. And they're working on Ant-Man and the Wasp as well.
Oh,
So that's good news.
It should be called Spider-Man, the Enchanted Kingdom Under the Sea Dance.
Hey, you, keep your goddamn hands off her.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't call them stomps anywhere else in the country.
Stomps?
Yeah.
Now, stomps weren't formal dances,
It's the
sir.
spring stomp. Spider-Man, the spring stomp.
Spring Stomp.
We
Yeah,
had,
what is-
Is that like
did
with
you guys
trash
have,
can lids
did
and-
they have
No.
stomps out in
No, they did not.
In the farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the occasional stomp, not many.
Like
Well,
at
Fuck
the
is a
school?
stomp?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. He's from
Right.
only in Utah.
Yeah,
Does the stomp exist? And only in Utah do they call playing hooky sloughing.
Yeah.
we're sloughing. Yeah.
Sloughing. We slough.
Yeah,
We don't,
you
we don't
sloughed
play
off
hooky.
school.
See,
But
to me, stomp is like the assholes with like the garbage
no,
can lids in bars.
we call
Broadway.
the informal dance that we'd have like once a month in our
At
schools.
night.
On a Friday night or a Saturday night. It was the stomp. So it'd be like the spring stomp or
They
the
just
blah,
have
blah,
a DJ come in and we
Yeah.
all come and dance. Hey, but you know, I was thinking about it because I heard that song by Divine. You Think You're a Man?
Yeah.
You think
And-
you're a man, but
And they
you're
would
only a
play
boy.
that song
At our stomps.
at our stomps. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that would get
Yeah,
that
you
fucking
didn't.
school
You didn't have to
sued.
ask a. You didn't have to ask a date. You just go to the stomp.
No,
You said,
that-
all you and all your buddies went to the stomp.
Yeah.
That's just one example of using music the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great example. Another example is playing "Start Me Up" in public at all from the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
You make a dead man come.
Right.
And it's at sporting events. They're playing Dead Man Come at sporting events, and then there's
Is
what's
that the fucking lyric?
that's the lyric.
I thought it was that Dead Man
Oh,
Cry.
you make a dead man come.
Oh,
It's
man.
there. It's there.
Okay,
huh?
I believe you now.
And then there was a Pearl Jam song that people played at their weddings all the time.
Jeremy spoken.
No,
Which one? Oh, Jeremy.
No, it was Better Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had a guy that played a daddy-daughter dance at my radio station. Well, we started it with Brown Eyed Girl. I'd be like, no, that's not a
Again,
daddy-daughter song.
You look at the lyrics again.
Yeah.
But Better Man is about settling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find a better man. It's not touting that you can't find a better
boy.
man. You'll never find a better man. It's not that.
Carrie, you're not saying it right.
So I just, Jimmy, I know this is a sidetrack here, but I've just been informed by Facebook that my Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Balls link that I left on your movie question has been removed for violating Facebook standards.
What?
Wasn't for me. I liked it.
Good
That
for
is
you.
the very first time
Good
any
for you.
content I've ever posted.
That's a real landmark.
Good
it,
for you.
It may have had something to do with the fact that you could see the top of a man's junk in
Probably.
the post,
Good for you.
or the fact that Volda Boner was very, very obviously present in the picture.
I didn't flag it. I actually screen kept it.
Oh, it's a great. I mean,
Save it for
seriously.
later.
I bought the movie poster.
We should have a Geek Show stomp.
a stomp.
Yeah, let's have a stomp.
And just play all the inappropriate songs.
I always wanted to do a Geek Show pajama party. You know,
Like, let's
at
do
a waterbed
Geek
place.
Show stomp somewhere, man.
Listen, anytime you want to do something, 50 West is happy to have us. So, I mean, maybe
Should we turn the second show into a pajama party?
Pajama party stomp.
Well, let's talk about it.
Get Michael
let's
back out.
let's have a winter stomp.
We'll discuss it off air.
Yeah.
Decide
We'll
from
decide
there.
and let
Yeah.
you know.
Don't get those long johns where the ass just hangs out.
2 buttons. One of the buttons broke.
Yep.
And then finally this.
I wish we knew a DJ though.
If you
Well-
could see the look, listeners, that Kerry was giving Shannon.
Here's the thing, though, is I have not jockeyed a disc
Oh, okay.
in a very long time.
Maybe you could get that creepy John Smith to do it.
I'm sure it's like riding a bike.
No,
Did you say no?
No. In those
Just sprinkle GI Joes into the building.
in the early days, I did do that at like Club Deviate and places like that. And
Hey,
Club Time.
I did Club.
I used to go to those
Yeah.
shits with you.
So I used to do that, but I haven't jockeyed a disc in a long
Huh?
time. I'm sure I could. But if we did, we've got one of the best DJs, in my opinion, in town here is Irocalypse, and what he does, it's really cool. He played one of our Comic-Con parties.
Yeah.
He does the actual spinning. First of all, he's not.
So he
just
just
up,
doesn't have a fucking laptop.
He's not up there with his laptop.
No play,
guys,
not just a
listen to
playlist.
my playlist.
hey, I will,
Spacebar.
I will tell you though, as somebody who used to DJ weddings, the laptop saved my ass when that was
sure.
Well,
introduced.
true, but Irocalypse does the spinning, and he brings a guy who plays drums with it.
Oh, he drums along.
So he'll play new stuff, and he'll play like old Run DMC and shit, and the drummer keeps up with him.
Yeah.
Drummer doesn't know what he's going to play. The drummer adapts.
Oh, he's like
And-
the
yeah,
silent
cool.
movies playing the
It's
pianos.
just terrific.
You know,
Just-
I'm imagining the Geek Show stuff right now. Like, imagine it looked very much like a junior high school stuff. With all the boys on one wall and all the girls on the other. There you go, even.
So I
Like, dang it.
imagine this guy's better than the DJ that Elijah Woods brought with Frodo T. Baggins.
yeah, no, Irocalypse. You know what Irocalypse? It's my wife's favorite DJ.
Oh, yeah?
She
Wait, your
E-Rock.
wife has a
favorite
list of,
over me. Yeah,
Over you?
over
So
me.
it goes Irocalypse and then
Iraq is her favorite
and
DJ.
then it's like
And
my
then
husband.
It's my husband. Yeah.
Rockalypse, Mixmaster Mike, DJ Scribble.
Like when I found out that
Kerry,
when I
guess.
found out I wasn't my wife's favorite freestyle rapper, I was devastated.
What
always
was
heartbreaking.
What was Jason Mendoza's on the Good Place? What was his
Oh God.
his DJ name? Remember, I was a professional amateur DJ.
The kid on the Goldbergs is Big Tasty.
Tasty.
Big
Big
Tasty. I
Tasty.
like Big Tasty. Anyway, finally this, and then we'll get to movies and games that are out this week. Samuel Jackson, a national treasure,
He's still
I
working?
wish I could get some work.
was out, talking about Marvel stuff. He was, going out promoting this. What was he just in? The one with Chris Pine.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Man's Bodyguard.
Hitman's Bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Not Chris Pine. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
The parts are interchangeable. Anyway, he's talking about that, and people ask him about, the Marvel stuff. And here's what he had to say. I wasn't in the superhero argument movie.
So that's Civil War.
Civil War is what he's referring to. I wasn't in the superhero argument movie. I'm not in Avengers 3 and 4. They're shooting them now, and they haven't called me yet. They wouldn't let me go to Black Pantherville. So,
And he was a Black Panther
so it's kind of
in
like
the real world.
it's kind of like how you going to make a Black Marvel movie and not let Nick Fury show up in it.
They cast David Hasselhoff instead.
Oh,
on the same track, they're talking about Captain Marvel and all that. He says, I haven't signed a contract yet. Haven't seen a script. I talked to Brie Larson the other day, and she didn't say anything. She's the only person I know that's actually in that movie. I've been rumored to be in several different Marvel movies, and I haven't shown up. So there you go.
What was the last one he was in? Was it Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they kind of killed him off, and he
that's when he went away.
took his eye patch off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went vegan so they could be in all these Marvel movies, and now they won't cast him in anything.
It's weird.
It's a tragedy.
I didn't know he went vegan.
Yeah, Sam Jackson.
That's just-
That's
oh.
and he actually he lost some weight, toned
I
up.
saw that, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that's how it
plant-based lifestyle. will Do that
Awesome.
for an old man.
might as well have a burger at this point.
A big kahuna burger.
Big Kahuna Burger.
All right. Let's see. Who's first? You want to do movies?
I got some
games?
movies.
You got some- and Lee's got a thing, too.
I got some board game.
Yeah.
Another one.
I'll fire through
Jimmy's
these
ready.
fast.
Jimmy's ready.
The Mummy is now out, which
Yay.
it was all right.
I like Sophia Botella.
She was good. The way we described it on Big Movie was that it was the pilot to a franchise I'm happy to see more of. So let's
That's a
see,
good way to put it.
Let's see what they've got.
Yeah.
What did take me by surprise was Captain Underpants. That actually was funny as shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really good actually.
Funny books.
Did the kids at the Sev have any?
Nobody has said a thing. I asked if they'd seen any good movies this summer.
And they didn't.
They all said Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
I guess they're putting E.T. out. They're
Releasing it on
that.
Blu-ray or some sort of clean.
Who do we know that's terrified of E.T.?
I used to know a girl who was terrified of
I know
ET.
somebody's just scared shitless
hates
of
it?
ET.
Yeah.
No, scared of looking at
Oh, yeah.
ET.
Yeah. That was a girl I dated a long
Yeah.
time ago who was terrified of it.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Silicon Valley season 4.
Fuck, that's such a
Great
perfect
show.
show.
That show's pretty great.
Speaking
I
of
don't-
HBO, Veep season 6.
Oh, Veep is, oh, God. She's wonderful.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yep.
She's just
and that,
gets
and
better
that,
with age.
And this last season was hilarious.
Yep. Let's see. Big Bang Theory. I know. No wait. Nobody's quitting.
I'm out of here.
Okay. Season 10 is now out. Making sure. I don't know what the hell that is. You guys know Tubor the Great?
What?
I don't know.
See that one?
How do you spell that?
Tobor.
Never heard of
How
it.
many? What
He
season
kind of
is
looks
it?
like he kind of looks like
It's like an old movie.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Look it up.
I don't know that one. Fun mom dinner. Weird.
Fun mom
Oh
dinner.
shit! Lunar Part 6 is getting a Blu-ray treatment.
Really? Really?
What?
Yeah.
Leonard
Do not
Part
don't
6?
don't even buy it as a joke, folks.
That's a little tone deaf, huh?
Yeah.
That's really tone deaf.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, well.
Uh,
That's probably what they're counting on, actually, is
Sure.
the timing. People
may-
buy it
may-
as a joke for Christmas
Well,
or something.
or they're hoping that they can get some money off of it from people buying it as a joke.
Yeah, that's
uh,
what they're hoping.
I bought something as a joke.
To pay some legal fees.
I started a joke.
Goldberg season 4.
Always funny.
I love that show.
Yep.
And that kind of looks like
That's
a
good.
little main one.
What you got, Tony? And then we'll get to the board game that Leigh has.
Well, we got a big week for sports fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
NHL 18, PS4, Xbox One. NBA Live 18, PS4, Xbox One. NBA 2K 18, Legend Edition, and the regular edition on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That's enough sports. Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS, which is a remake of the second Metroid game.
Did you say Metro Sinus?
Metro Sinus?
Metro?
Seamus.
Oh, Seamus.
Yes.
Okay,
Seamus
Metroid.
Metroid Seamus Returns for the 3DS. Dishonored is getting that big expansion they've been talking about for Dishonored 2 called Death of the Outsider, so that could be good.
Death to the outsider.
We got Divinity Original Sin 2 for the PC if you like your RPGs. That one looks interesting. Something called Wise 8, Lacrimosa of Dana.
Oh, that's a JRPG.
Is it? Okay.
I'm assuming from the name.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what it looks
They,
like.
they basically
anyway.
played Boggle with some English words.
I swear. Let's see. We got Summon Night 6, Lost Borders. Looks like another JRPG from the game art.
There's a million of them.
Rayman Legends, the definitive edition for the Switch. So if you like platformers, that'll be a good one to check out. Also, Pro Evolution Soccer. Oh, I lied. There's more sports.
Yeah, you start out as a frog and you evolve to a better soccer player.
Oh, I'd like that.
Amphibious soccer
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Yes. Battletoads.
Battletoads Soccer Edition.
And also, I feel like NASCAR Heat 2. If you like the NASCAR racing.
Just drive around in a circle.
Yeah.
Need a lot of
left turns.
antifreeze.
If you can't stand the NASCAR heat, get out of the South.
Heyo.
That's the old saying, isn't it?
Rubbin is racing.
I think
I do
we're
a lot of
gonna,
racing.
we're gonna call it good at that.
All right.
We're gonna end with Rubbin is racing.
Rubbin
All
is
right, now,
racing.
before Lee starts, I just found Jason Mendoza's DJ name, and I think we should get him. Mr. Music, the DJ.
It's very to the point.
I'm Mr. Music, the DJ.
Lee, I can smell that new plastic from
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
there's a lot of new plastic in this.
Woo!
So, Soda Pop Miniatures, they did Relic Knights, and they did Super Dungeon Explorer, which is a miniature game that replicates games like what was that? What was that game with the? Never mind. Anyway,
Right.
you would basically spawn monsters would spawn out of skulls and all these other things, and you'd fight them with a green elf or a red wizard, and it was a
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
So Super Dungeon Explorer is like a tabletop game version of Gauntlet. And
Cool.
It's a shit ton of fun. So they just put out a game called
Needs food.
yeah, Green Elf shot the food. They just put out a new game called Rail Riders Infinite, which takes the greatest trope of the Western genre.
Oh, okay. I was
which
going to say
is-
there's little cowboys.
yeah. The Western genre is always the train heist is like the best part, right? But they made it science fiction. So these are science fiction cowboys, all the way down to a Jane Cobb figure. So Jane Cobb from Firefly. There he is with his hat and his gun. Not officially licensed. I believe the character's name is Jill Korn.
And actually, and they gave him a goatee.
And they gave him a goatee.
yeah.
So, but you get these little tiles that you shuffle, and then you lay them out in a train configuration.
Oh,
And one player plays.
so you never know what the train's
You
different
never know.
every time. Okay.
So they have Lawbot robots, and then you have everybody else gets to pick different space cowboys that have different stats, and you basically run back and forth on the train fighting Lawbots. Or if you go with one of the expansions, this one, the good, the bad, and the bot, it has a different set of. This one has a Mexican gunslinger and a bunch of Lawbots.
This sounds fun.
It is fun. And then the third one, Old Time Religion, is brings a grave cart to it. So you have like a funeral procession train that is going down, and you have pallbearers, robot pallbearers, and religious fanatics that are trying to steal a casket from the train. So Soda Pop Miniatures just did a Kickstarter about 12, 13 months ago. So the game's hitting all the people that funded it, and it'll be hitting your game store probably any week now.
And it's called Rail Raiders Infinite?
Rail Raiders Infinite, and I'll be doing some stuff on our Geek Show Facebook page. I'll be showing some of the painted miniatures as I get them finished up.
I want to play.
It's a fun game. You never know what's going on with it, and it's got some neat exclusive miniatures too. So I think they've done some good work in the past.
I was gonna say, I like the little robot cowboys.
The robot cowboys are fun, and then the Lawbots. If you look at the one at the top, they've got giant top hats with iron crosses sewn into them. So it's a super fun game, and
awesome.
and a great company.
You're going to paint these up?
Yeah, I'm going to paint them
Nice.
up, and I think that's basically. I've tried a couple of different venues to show off some of the miniatures that are out there that I absolutely love, and I think we'll just put them up on our Geek Show Facebook
Yeah, do
page.
that.
And
So,
Sweet.
And then go see Leigh at Salt Lake Comic Con doing a panel where he's going to paint miniatures.
alive.
Live.
Live.
I'm going to paint live miniatures.
All right. Anything?
That's insensitive.
Stop touching me with your brush.
There's going to be a lot of
We
screaming.
call them little people, sir. Could you imagine Nettie's like, get the fuck away from me?
Guest star Peter Dinklage and Lee Cage show you how to paint a live miniature.
Mr. B, if you would, please.
Guys, let's get out of here. Hand me the clown's giving me the fucking creeps.